Hey everyone, this is the VacMaster VP540 chamber vacuum sealer, and it's the one I'd grab if I needed to seal big batches without slowing down. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been running this thing for a couple months now, sealing everything from steaks to sous vide bags, and the first thing that stands out is how quiet it is. The 1.5 HP rotary oil pump doesn't scream like some cheap piston models, so you can run it during dinner prep without drowning out the conversation. It also never needs a cool-down break, which is huge when you're sealing 20 pounds of ground beef in one go. I've done it multiple times back-to-back, and the motor stays cool to the touch. If you're portioning for meal prep, or building a small private label side hustle, the two 20-inch seal bars give you a lot of real estate. You can lay out 4 or 5 burger patties on a single sheet and seal the whole row at once, which saves way more time than sealing each one individually. The double seal wire inside each bar means you get a tight, leak-proof edge even on oily fish or wet marinades, so you're not redoing jobs. I've also used it to vacuum pack coffee beans and spices to lock in freshness. After 3 weeks the aroma is still bright, whereas the same beans left in a zip bag went stale in 5 days. For anyone who buys in bulk or runs a small cafe, that freshness window is a game saver. The chamber itself is big enough for full-size food saver bags, so you're not stuck with proprietary rolls. I've sealed whole chickens, loaves of bread, and even a couple of vacuum-packed jars of soup without trimming anything. The lid lifts easily on gas struts, and the silicone gasket stays put, no more wrestling with a floppy seal that keeps popping off mid-cycle. One thing I didn't expect was how well it handles liquids. I tried sealing a bag of marinade and a bag of soup, and neither leaked into the chamber. Most cheap sealers will suck liquid right into the pump, but the VP540's chamber design keeps everything contained. That alone saved me from cleaning residue off the motor twice. On the downside, it's not a countertop toy, it weighs about 40 pounds and takes up roughly the space of a microwave oven. If your kitchen is already tight, you'll need to plan where it lives. Also, the initial setup involves adding oil to the pump, but the manual walks you through it in 3 steps and it's a one-time thing. So, if you're sealing large batches, portioning meals, or just want a quieter, more reliable chamber sealer, this is the one to grab. Link is below if you want to check it out. For most buyers, the real question is not whether VacMaster VP540 chamber vacuum sealer sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer and perfect for portion control, private label products, or actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about VacMaster VP540 chamber vacuum sealer is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. That usually matters more than flashy marketing, because long-term satisfaction comes from how well the product fits your actual routine, priorities, and expectations once you start using it regularly. In real use, details like keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer, perfect for portion control, private label products, or production packaging of durable 1.5 HP rotary oil pump doesn't require cool-down time are often the points that shape whether a product feels convenient, dependable, and worth the money after the excitement of opening the box wears off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like VacMaster VP540 chamber vacuum sealer usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.